Let's go again. Łukasz, Makowski taking on Elfran, Marques. This is the final fights, I believe, on to go number 2. This is the light heavyweights. Poland versus Angola. In the bracket we have Harvey Moore taking on Vincent Yearly. From Makowski. Marques struggling a little bit on the back there straight away. He's trying to get them hips up high. No pressure. Makowski off him, but Makowski's doing a really good job here of just holding the legs and pressuring down. Makes it very, very difficult to get any kind of guard back. Nice knees there from Makowski. Elfran Marques in the red. Just a minute and a half left of this round. And just holding that neck there. There's Marques trying to get that stand up more than anything. But once you start to hold on like that, you're looking for really to try and get it back to the feet. Don't blame it at the minute because Makowski is very strong on top. Big, light heavyweight. This is the semi-finals of the light heavyweights. Our final bout on Octagon number 2. And I'm ready for the finals tomorrow. The final days. The IMMAFs are always amazing to watch. They really put a show on. Looking forward to that tomorrow. Shots there from Makowski. From Marques, just struggling a little bit here. He's not really been able to do anything so far. Makowski just stayed on top, stayed strong, stayed heavy. Good, heavy shots. Makowski's done a really good job of just staying so strong on top. No messing from the big light heavyweight. Makowski from Team Poland. From Marques from Team Angola. The Angolian fighter there, Marques just seemed to really struggle with just getting up. He was able to get his hips back very, very easily. And props to Makowski just to stay so strong on top, really. Good, heavy shots there, one from Makowski. Referee was looking over that one as well. He could have stopped it at any point. Round number 2. Ready to go. Entertaining so far. This fight from Makowski. Stayed very strong on top. Very strong indeed. Again, Makowski is just taking that centre really, and Marques doesn't really have a great deal to throw back at him. That's where the problem lies. Again though, pressuring against the cage. Looking for the neck now is Marques, but really going to be quite tough to get hold of that neck from there. He's too high up, and especially with it being quite big light heavyweights. It's like a bit of a stretch over. Never easy to get. Gets a takedown. Still looking for the neck though. Is Marques. He really wants to try and get over it, but Makowski pulls his neck out, poshes a little bit, and now he's in the driving seat once again. Stay heavy on top this time though, Makowski. At first he seemed really strong on top. Not really much Marques could do here. Similar to the first round where he just struggled to get any momentum. That's the problem when you're stuck on the bottom and you can't get into the swing of things. And Makowski as well, he unloads quite heavily. He doesn't mess around, does he? Trying to go for that neck again. Not really getting anything out of it though. Staying heavy on top is Makowski. Doesn't seem to have any worries at all with the jiu-jitsu of Marques so far. He's been able to contain him really. When you can contain him for the full round as well like this, this is where you've got to think that the judge are going to be looking at Makowski as a solid win on this fight. He's just not stopped. Even when he's on top, he just doesn't stop striking. End of the round. So it was a third and final round here in the light heavyweight division. Such a strong division, this big light heavyweights here at the IMMAF World Championships 2025. Such an enjoyable event so far. Plenty more action to come tomorrow with all the finals over the next couple of days. So make sure you have a look at Smooth Comp to see the listings and when your favourite fighters are fighting. Certainly don't miss that. Third and final round. We're going to go into. Straight in though. This is much better. Straight into the action from Marques. Not being pushed back this time. He's tried to come forward himself. It's much more what he needs to do. He's been pinned down for the last couple of rounds. He needs to get a big win here in this round. He needs to try and get a stoppage from me. Nothing but a stoppage will do for this. He was beaten in the first 2 rounds quite emphatically, really. Now, you've got Marques on top for the first time. Not really seen much of that. It's been a lot more in the first 2 rounds as Makowski staying on top. Now, we're seeing Marques being quite relentless. It's great to watch him being on top now and seeing what he can do with it. He needs to get finished though, like I say. Really needs to try and push this pace. If you get a finish, I mean, that's going to be pretty big in the third and final round, but he's not really pushing for a finish at the minute. He's staying quite still on top. Let's see a little bit more ground and pound where possible. Just trying to drag Listen to the depths of this last round. Is Marques. Staying heavy on top, as we said. He's done it a few times now where he starts to throw a couple of little rabbit shots and let him know he's there. Certainly needed. A good round for Marques, but he's now on top is Makowski. Didn't last long that being on top really. Makowski, much stronger of the two. Once he's on top, stays on top. That's a fact, he's done a good job of that so far. And just dropping a few little heavy shots here. Letting him know he's still there. I like Makowski's style, he just seems to be very strong on top. Doesn't really give much movement for Marques. Although Marques did have a much better round this round, he's still behind on the scorecards. Which is a shame because he did do much better coming out in this round. That's the end. Third and final round. We're going to find out who will take that first spot in the semi-finals of the light heavyweight division. Look back on some action there. Again, just this where Marques was on top, did a really good job. In fairness, he was so strong on top, didn't stop the pressure, and then he got turned out, and that's where we see him start to lose the round a little bit. Although, in fairness, he stayed strong for the majority of that round. I think it probably 2 rounds to 1, nevertheless.
The judges score the spot unanimous for your winner, moving on to the final of the blue corner representing Poland, Makowski.
There you go, Makowski, as expected, goes through to the final, and he will face either Harvey Moore or Vincent Yearlit. They're up next.
Next up at Octagon 2, please welcome first on the blue corner, representing England, Harvey Moore, and his opponent